Lucas.
Passing in pyramids, you ain't my geezer. Bars so cold like a freezer. All these rappers lagging way behind me like a trailer, but it's just a little snippet like a teaser. Calling me a cheater, waver I'm flexing, way I'm finessing. Man is the best in the game. Hit you with the strats now, I'ma make you back out. Making all these stacks now, shout out to be back house, mate. Hey, man an OG, doesn't rate T. Shit is OP, like Halo 3. Say actually, it's weird, isn't it? Like, there's a lot of people trying to man mark me out of the game, and I'm just sort of slipping away like here and there. Watch this, man. Oh! Channel gonna take off like a banshee. Yo, what's up, chaps and chappets? Welcome back to the best content creation facility, you might say, being the Mbirchy channel. This is the Mbirchy household, you know. We're getting back stuck into the Tryhards Rtg glory for actually a monumental episode. This is the 50th episode of the series. Obviously, I've not played FIFA for a long time, so there's going to be a lot of sweats, just like before. But this time they've got better teams, unfortunately. But going into the first time, you know, we're already sort of... We realise we're mortal, which, to be honest, I didn't actually think. I mean, you're looking at the best in the game here, and it's just kind of... You're thinking you're all this and that, and then you concede one goal within, what, 20 minutes? Of course, we're striking back just like the Empire, you know. So, bold ADL just going for it. Gets the goal. It's a banging time, it's a hell of a time, you know, and this is using a 4-5-1 tactics, still using that Pep Guardiola strat, as we get another beautiful goal, and we don't like to score normal goals, as you might sort of consider them, because I think a lot of people just like to go for the normal sort of, whether, I don't know what is the norm these days, because obviously back at the start of FIFA, it was literally just time finesse shots, and I wasn't messing with that at all. I wasn't really a part of that clan until late, actually, because I was actually getting kind of low-key slaughtered. So, you know, sometimes if you can't beat it, you have to join it, just like my guy, what's his name? My guy, guy from Lord of the Rings, man, Saruman, that's what he says to Gandalf. He's like, yo, we gotta join him, because, obviously Mordor knocking on the gates and all that, you know. But nonetheless, we're 3-2 up at this point, and the meta, like I said, I don't really know what the meta is. But we're just using the passing strats. We're just playing our normal sort of FIFA, and I'm obviously low-key kind of excited going into FIFA 20. Is what EA would have me saying if I was getting paid by them, if I was on their pay bracket. I'm actually not excited at all. I'm actually a little bit scared because it's getting to that point now where you're thinking like we need some drastic change, and all they're showing is a bit of what looks like basically a game of Power League, but on a game, which is, I don't know, unless you can actually have individuals. As far as I'm aware, it's not actually like pro clubs. You can't actually individually control these players. So, yeah, it's a little bit sketchy, but I'm not going to lie. But, you know, I'm not used to this type of video, so I'm just chatting absolute crap. It's basically just liberty. It's freedom. I'm saying whatever I please. So I might even go at Basin. I might just start roasting Basin, you know, even though he's actually kind of clouted these days. He's got a bit mad. Like, he's actually kind of gone a bit mad in like a good way. Like, I think he's genuinely kind of got bored of FIFA a bit, and he started going, he started going a bit loopy, but in like a sick way. Like, he's kind of vibey. Like, I don't know, he'll be wearing these Gucci hats or like little headband and all of that. He's kind of clouted, so you can't be denying that. Anyway, talking about the game, we've got Milinkovic Savage just sort of going at him there, making it 3-1. Once again, the tiki-taka style, just sort of baiting the keeper out. You hate to see it. The keeper just going at me like, yo, let's be having that. And obviously, we take away the ball and we stick it in his net, which you hate to see. I mean, you really do. Especially when we're coming up against teams with this sort of clout, this sort of money. It is pretty much, it's warfare with the dough at this point. Like, it's all about who has got the most coins. And I think, to be honest, nobody actually cares about doing well in Foot Champs. It's kind of just a flex competition. I think it's almost like just a show and tell. You just kind of show your team and you're like, look at my team. Look what I've accomplished. You're sitting there with what, your bronze or your just standard gold team. Look at me, mate. I've got my blue tots. And I'm clouted. That's what I think it is. I just, like, I don't know. At this stage of the game, is anyone really that bothered, you know? Because I've kind of touched on it on a diss track of FIFA when I actually made a little track on SoundCloud, but it's kind of like, you know, you sweat for a year just to get to a good point, and then your inheritance for the next game, because obviously it gets wiped. and your inheritance... I was thinking of saying something like to do with shite, like wiping your shite, but I thought maybe I'll keep that out, but now I've said it anyway. But, yeah, so your inheritance in the next game, couple of packs, like that's it, which is kind of peak. So there's kind of no point sweating it at this stage. But at the same time, like, I've got, I don't know about you, like, for me, the only thing which makes it kind of interesting in FUT Champs at this stage of the game is just the competitive aspect of it. Like, I've just got that competitive nature, you know, like, I feel like, I don't know, if you're a competitive person, you know exactly what I'm saying, it's just good fun. But at the same time, is this really a competitive game? I don't know, man. Oh, I don't know about that. Like I say, it's pretty much all just a competition of clout at this point. But nonetheless, going into the next part of the game, we're talking Gomez, we're talking Mertens. Mertens. Who the hell says Mertens? That's just, that's B-Tech. But nonetheless, Perisic tucking it away. 1-0. My guy. Mind a voice break clocked for a second there. Gomez just looking to run down this right-hand side. Cutting away. And he's very dangerous, man. Like, the thing is with Gomez, he's so small. No disrespect to the lad. But he's so small that it's very difficult to get the ball off him. He's almost as small as the ball, you might say. And once again, I feel like we are kind of going at him there, so I've got to say no disrespect, but he's a top lad, man. I mean, I honestly think small players are underrated because it's all about the centre of gravity. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, if they get shouldered, they go into the shadow realm. You know, buy them a ticket type thing, but I think in terms of, like, ball control, you know, I think it's why Messi is the best. Why Messi is better than Ronaldo, because, you know, Messi, it sticks to his feet. He can take it past 5, 6, 7, 8 players. And it's just easy. It's easy as you like, because nobody can sort of manoeuvre. It's like Boateng, he almost snaps his ankles, poor lad. He's 6'4", you know, he's not going to be able to move in the same way that Lionel Messi and myself can, you know. We're talking the most clouted, the best players on the planet. So, Mertens looking to chase, and this is something that I like to emphasise in my videos, is like, for me personally, you know, it's quite tempting to fall for the classic bait or the classic trap of thinking, like, that mindset of, oh, he keeps getting the ball back from me, like, oh, I mean, to be fair, there are some bollocks moments where that does happen, but, you know, it's all about pressing, man. Basically is what I'm trying to say. It's all about pressing. It's all about getting that ball back. As soon as they get the ball off you, kind of 6-second rule, like Pep Guardiola would do when he was under Barcelona, just sort of going at him, like, instantly. And that's what I did there, and I took the ball off him, and Alex Sandro ends up scoring. And we actually switched to the 4-3-2-1, which is kind of like what Barcelona used to play, and kind of is more based on the current Liverpool sort of Jurgen Klopp system. Gegen pressing from the front, very aggressive, and we've managed to get 2 goals in the space of, what, I don't know, 8 minutes or something there. So it's a working system, but I always like to switch to that when I'm losing. And to be honest, right, the one thing that I really don't like about FUT Champs at this stage of the game is, and this is why I think back to FIFA 17 being perhaps for me the best FIFA game, is like, you have the patience to play 40 games. 40 games you had the patience to play. And the reason being is because, you know, it's the first time you could get a hold of good rewards, and it really meant a lot and all the rest of it. Whereas it's like, at this stage of a game, like, you complete the first 6 games, like I do here, and you're just sort of looking at this saying 24 games left. It's like, I've literally already been sitting here for about an hour, maybe 2. And I've got to go and do that again and again and again, you know, doubling up, double or nothing. It's more than double, you know. It's more than double. Simple maths, mate. It's not 6 out of 6. It's a lot more than that. 24 more games. But what I'm basically trying to say is like, do I have the effort to play all of these games? Probably not. Let's not be silly with it, because what are the rewards even going to be at this stage of a game? I might just hop on Pez and start. I remember in Pez 05, you could literally play as like penguins. You could dress up in penguin suits. I feel like I might just do that, to be honest. It's getting a bit silly. Can't even remember what my original point was anymore, to be honest. I think it was just something about, well, obviously, I touched on saying FIFA 17. For me, it's actually my favourite FIFA, because when they first introduced FUT Champs, it was banging. It actually was. So Yeah, we're basically living and laughing at this point. We're playing the 4-5-1. We're playing that 4-3-2-1 if need be. Oh yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. The 4-3-2-1, I feel like for FUT Champs is maybe one of the best formations because the aggressive play style makes it much easier to get through games because you don't have to think as much. You just you're going at them, man. You're literally just aggressive, gegenpressing, and sending them to hell. I mean, I hate to do it, but you know that it does work well, and it also is one of the most exciting sort of game styles. So we played 6 games. We're still living and laughing, even at this day and age. You know, we haven't played FIFA for a long time. You have to bear in mind I've been sweating the Fortnite World Cup, and not even getting any clout from that. I mean, I got pretty decent at the game. But nonetheless, chaps and chappers, that is going to be the end of the episode for now. Let me know what sort of content you want to see. Like, I'm trying to get good kind of edited content out. But yeah, in a jiffy. Move.